It's been a week since Will Smith walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock for a joke about Jada's medical condition. We've seen the memes on Instagram, and James Corden had a parody of the incident on his show too. Since then, however, Smith's issued an apology to Chris Rock over the incident. So let's take a look at what the actor had to say. First up, here's a brief recap of what happened. If you don't follow the Oscars and have somehow missed the countless photos of Will Smith taking a shot at Chris Rock, here's exactly what happened. During the 94th Academy Awards, Chris, being a comedian, did a bit on Jada Pinkett Smith. He had made a joke about looking forward to watching G.I. Jane, which was a dig at Jada's struggle with alopecia. Will Smith noticed Jada's expression, proceeded to walk on stage, and slapped Chris Rock. The incident sent shockwaves across the entire room and the internet, with everyone tweeting about their shock, and some immediately endorsed Smith's actions. Next, Will Smith received an award and apologized. Within an hour after the slap, though, Smith won the Oscar for Best Actor for his role as Richard Williams in King Richard. Smith got on stage and mentioned how he, as an actor and public figure, must accept that in his business people will disrespect him and that he has to put on a smile and be okay with it. The teary-eyed actor also mentioned the words that Denzel Washington had shared with him during a commercial break after the incident, saying that the devil comes to those who are at their highest moments. Smith apologized to the Academy and his fellow nominees, but did not extend his apology to Chris Rock. After his speech ended, the audience gave him a standing ovation, something that Jim Carrey took issue with later on. Carrey said that he was sickened by Smith receiving a standing ovation from the Academy, and that if he were in Chris Rock's shoes, he would have sued Smith for $200 million. Now that there were other opinions against Smith, Amy Schumer, who co-hosted the Academy Awards, took to Instagram to express her feelings about the incident. In a now-deleted post, she wrote that the incident left her traumatized and sickened. Schumer believes that comedians have a difficult job as it is, and it's an alarming matter if anyone could just walk on stage to physically assault a comedian for a joke. Wanda Sykes and Ellen DeGeneres had similar opinions about the incident, with each saying that they were sickened by what had happened. DeGeneres, who was seated near Smith, was watching him shout at Chris from his seat and questioned whether what was happening was real. That's a normal reaction to what happens in extremely tense situations like these. You sit and wonder, am I actually watching this happen with my own eyes? We can sympathize with that. Next, let's talk about actors who stood with Smith. Immediately after the incident, Tyler Perry, Denzel Washington, and Bradley Cooper were by Will Smith's side and offered the actor advice and comfort. Tiffany Haddish was among those actors who had a positive outlook on the whole thing. She said that Smith's actions during the Oscars meant the world to her, stating that she saw a black man standing up for his wife. In an interview with People magazine, Haddish said that as a woman who has been unprotected, watching a man protect his wife the way Smith did was the most beautiful thing she's ever seen. Nicki Minaj took a more empathetic view. Considering Jada's point of view on the whole thing, in her tweets, Nicki wrote that Will Smith was a man who saw the pain in Jada's eyes and reacted to that pain. While that may be true, we believe Daniel Radcliffe had the right lay of things. When he was asked for his opinions on the matter, he said that he was ridiculously bored of people's opinions on the matter and that the last thing he wants to do is add his opinion to it. 10 points for Gryffindor? Now we have Will Smith's Instagram apology. On March 29th, Smith uploaded a post to Instagram in which he publicly apologized for his actions at the Academy Awards. In his post, he wrote that Chris Rock's joke about his wife's medical condition was too much for him to bear, resulting in an emotional reaction for the actor. He went on to condemn violence in all of its forms, calling it poisonous and destructive. Smith accepted that his actions at the Oscars were inexcusable and that jokes at his expense are simply part of being an actor in Hollywood. He specifically tagged Chris Rock's official Instagram profile in his post and publicly apologized to the comedian for his actions, writing that he was out of line and his actions are not indicative of the man he wants to be. Smith extended his apology to include the Academy, the producers of the show, and everyone in the audience and around the world, as well as the Williams family. And you know what? As influential and successful as Will Smith is, it takes guts to take to social media, a place we all know for its total lack of toxicity, and own up to your mistakes. Next, Kenny Rock responded to Will. Chris Rock's brother Kenny spoke with the Los Angeles Times and said that Chris wasn't aware of Jada's alopecia when he made the joke at the Oscars. He said that while the joke wasn't hilarious, it was still funny, but had Chris known that Jada suffers from alopecia, he never would have joked about it. In the same interview, interview, Kenny criticized the Academy and its producers for not removing Smith from the ceremony after the slap. He said he holds the Academy accountable because Smith could have done much worse than just a slap. Speaking to the emotional state of the actor, Will Packer, who is a co-producer of the Oscars, said that he didn't ask the Academy to remove Smith because that's not what Chris would have wanted. Though this claim has been disputed by other reports, when Smith initially apologized to the Academy and the audience after accepting the award for Best Actor, Kenny noted that Smith hadn't apologized directly to Chris. Kenny told the Los Angeles Times that he would have looked at the whole incident differently if Smith had apologized to Chris directly before accepting the award, but he didn't. As for Smith's apology on Instagram, Kenny had other thoughts. He said that the apology wasn't genuine, claiming that Smith's publicist and those who work for him probably advised him in that matter. And usually that does seem to be the case. Whenever an incident like this happens, whether it's Logan Paul apologizing for uploading that video on YouTube for everyone to see, or Jimmy Fallon recording a video apology for the time he wore blackface to impersonate Chris Rock, the underlying theme is the same. It's a carefully curated response. And Kenny Rock can't really be blamed for thinking along those lines. As for what Kenny would like next to happen as a way to amend Smith's actions against his brother, he said that he wants the Academy to take action against Smith, barring him from future Oscar events, and also taking away his Best Actor award. Now the Academy's review. Speaking of the Academy, Will Smith was informed that he was likely to be expelled for a decade or more due to his actions at the ceremony. Smith has been a member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science since 2001, and on April 1st, he resigned his membership. It's likely he resigned because he didn't want to be pushed out of the Academy. Smith issued a statement after resigning from the Academy, saying that he has betrayed the trust of the Academy and is willing to accept any further actions that the Academy decides to take in the wake of the incident. The Academy announced that even though Smith had apologized and resigned his membership, they would be moving forward with the disciplinary proceedings against him. In their next meeting, the Academy will decide on 3 things: whether or not Smith gets to keep his award for Best Actor, if he'll be allowed to attend the ceremonies if invited by other members of the Academy, and if he's still eligible to be nominated for future consideration. Next, Jada wants to move on. In all of this hubbub, Jada has spoken out about the incident. She said that she doesn't want to be the center of attention, and she doesn't want her husband to be the center of attention either. Jada and Smith, a source told US Weekly, have both agreed that his actions were a result of him overreacting to the situation. They both agree on that. However, Jada did say that she wishes it didn't happen and that she isn't angry with him. It's completely understandable, though, that Jada wants to move on from what happened, and so does Will. But the internet never forgets. The memes will keep coming, and there will always be a polarizing opinion on everything. But what do you think about the incident? Is Will Smith just focusing on damage control, or is he actually making amends for what he did? We want to know in the comments below. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. As always, hit that like button if you liked our video, and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on future uploads. We'll see you in the next one.